Hello and welcome to this video where we'll be running you through a step-by-step guide of how to install our TBX Smart Connect module. This module allows you to remotely control and monitor your frost fan via an app. This app can be installed on your cell phone or on your computer. We will now show you what is included in this box. In this box of the Smart Connect 20 series, you will find the Smart Connect 20 series module, the stainless steel bracket the module gets bolted to and onto the machine. You will also see these mounting screws and a 3mm Allen key, as well as a written step-by-step guide. Now that you have got your module out of your box, you can now bolt it to the stainless steel bracket provided in the box. You need to feed the DT plugs through the hole in the bottom before you bolt the module to the stainless steel bracket. Now that you've carefully fed the cable through the bracket, you can now bolt the module onto the mounting plate. By using the screws supplied in the kit, you can now screw the module to the mounting bracket.
Now that we are at the machine with our module bolted to the bracket that is supplied in the kit, you will notice at the top of the mast there's an anemometer on a stainless steel bracket. This is to come off. The anemometer is to be bolted onto the 4 holes on top of the stainless steel bracket that your module is bolted to. We will now show you the step-by-step guide of how to remove the anemometer and bolt it to the Smart Connect module bracket. To remove the anemometer, you need a 10mm spanner or ratchet with a 5mm Allen key. Now that you have removed all the cap screws from the anemometer, you can now take it off the bracket and let it gently hang off its wire, taking its own weight. Next, you are required to remove the stainless steel bracket using your 5mm Allen key. This stainless steel bracket is no longer required. The next step is to feed the Smart Connect module loom through the gap between the stay bar pin and the top of the mast. The next step is to bolt your anemometer to the stainless steel bracket of the Smart Connect module. Now that you've bolted the anemometer to the Smart Connect module bracket, you can now bolt the Smart Connect module bracket onto the mast of the machine using the same holes that the previous bracket we're using, including the cap screws. Now that we have all the cap screws and the nuts secure, we can now move to running the cable down the mast of the machine. When running the loom down the mast, the preferred option is to run the loom internally down the mast, which comes out below the control panel. Second is to run the loom externally, but this runs a high risk of catching in pinch points of the ram and the boom of the machine. To run the loom internally, you'll need to run a dummy wire down the inside of the boom. Then you'll tie one end around the DT plug of the loom to help pull the loom through the mast down to the control panel of the machine. Once you have the dummy wire run through the mast of the machine, you then tie the top end around the Smart Connect module loom. Then you are able to feed it into the slot with the rest of the looms going down to the control panel. Now that you have got the loom inside the mast, you can now go down to the control panel and pull the green dummy wire at the bottom to access the plugs for the Smart Connect module loom. Now that we are down at the base of the mast, underneath the control panel, you will see the other end of your dummy wire, which you're using to pull the Smart Connect module loom through. You may need to put your hand up to help guide them through the slotted hole. The next step is to pull the Smart Connect module loom through the bottom of the control panel around to the control screen. You need to open the bonnet of the control panel and you will see there's a hole slotted through the base of the control area, which you feed the loom up and through the hole from the base of the mast. Once again, be careful not to pull too hard to dislodge any terminals in the DT plugs. The next step is to unbolt the two cap screws at the top of the control panel, which you'll then need to fold it forward to give you access behind the screen. Before you undo the two cap screws at the top of the control panel, you need to double check that the key is off and the emergency stop is clicked in. Now that you have the two cap screws off the control panel, you can gently now fold it forward, which will give you nice clear access to the back of the screen, which is required to plug in your new Smart Connect module loom. It is now time to connect the Smart Connect module loom to the back of the screen. When you fold the control panel forward, you will see these two plugs in the back of the operator screen. The one you need to remove is the 12-pin plug, which should be on your left-hand side if you are on the operator's side of the machine. Once you remove that, you then can plug the male DT plug of the Smart Connect module loom into the back of the screen and push it down till you hear it click. And plug the 12-pin male plug that you took out of the screen into the female plug of the Smart Connect module loom. We can now fold the control panel back and put the bolts back in. You can now turn the power on by taking the emergency stop off and turn the key on. This will empower your new Smart Connect module, which will now move to the next stage where we'll be inserting your new SIM card. This is required to allow the Smart Connect module to send live data to your mobile device. Now it is time to open the lid of the Smart Connect module. It is important to take a photo of the details and the login details on the back of the Smart Connect module lid, as well as the back of your SIM card packet, so that you can access these at a later date. You will notice there's two indicator lights. The orange light on the right hand side indicates the connectivity status of your SIM card. If the orange light is flashing, that means it is searching for the signal of your SIM card provider. Once the orange light has gone solid, this indicates that the Smart Connect module has found a signal and is connected to your SIM card provider. The green light on the left hand side indicates the power to the Smart Connect module. If this light is flashing, it indicates that the PCB board is being set up. Once it is solid green, that indicates you can now move to the next stage of inserting your SIM card. You will notice there's a clear indication of the direction and rotation the SIM card is meant to go into the SIM card holder. Gently push down with your finger on the SIM card. You will feel the SIM card slide into the SIM card slot. You then can use the Allen key provided and gently push the back of the SIM card in till you hear it click. Give it a few moments and the orange light should go solid. You can now see the LED orange light has gone solid. That means your SIM card is connected to its provider. You can now move to the next step of installing the app and connecting the device to your smartphone. It is crucial to ensure that both of these LED lights are solid before closing the lid and moving to the next step. This next step, we'll be going over how to connect your Smart Connect module to your device, being your phone or your computer. You will need to Google TBX Smart Connect Portal. Click on the TBX Smart Connect Portal. You'll notice there is a sign up on the right hand corner, or if you are on your mobile phone, there will be 3 lines. If you select sign up, it will take you to another page where you need to sign up an account on the TBX portal. You will then need to select sign up. This will send you a verification link via the email that you selected. You will need to open up your Outlook and select that email, which within that email will be a verified link. Now that you have verified your email, you can now log in. Once logged in, you can now connect your frost fan to the portal by typing in the device ID and set up password. These are located on the lid of your Smart Connect module. If you want to see the live data of the machine, you will need to select the orb number. Once you click on the orb number, it will take you through to this screen that we're looking at now. This is the live data on the machine. So you can see you got a GPS tracking. You have the triggers, so you can start and stop the machine via this app. You can put it into auto mode or manual mode. You have the state of the machine, so this machine currently is in standby. You have the engine state, which is on standby, then the mode of the machine. So the mode of the machine is currently on manual. You have your rotation details. This machine is set on isolate. It is in counterclockwise and the rotation speed is at 100%. You have temperature details, so 3.5 start temperature and 4.5 stop. You have the RPM of the machine, ambient temperature at the machine. You have further details as to your start and stop temperatures. Along to the right you have your upper fuel tank, your lower fuel tank, the hours of the machine, battery voltage. You also have wind speed, and you also have device info, so device ID, model, firmware etc., and when the last interval it was updated. You also have the current GPS information. The next one along is events, so if any fault crops up with the machine, will be highlighted red. You can adjust the look of this portal. If you click up the top where my cursor is, you can turn on or off tiles shown on the operational page of your machine. There is some double up, so be careful not to select them all as you'll get misinformation. This operational page does come with the ultimate settings already selected. Once you have turned on or off the tiles you want to see, you then need to click apply and you'll see it come up on your screen. When using the triggers manually override the settings on the machine. You will need to ensure you select manual mode and then wait till the mode of the machine updates on the portal. Then you can select start or stop. If you have been using the start and stop functions and you want to put it back into auto mode so that it is fully automated, going by your start and stop temperatures that you've preset, you will need to click auto mode once the machine is stopped and ensure that it's updated on the status down here to auto. You can change the view of some of these tiles. If you click the little eye in the bottom right hand corner, you will see you can have gauge, digital, or hours and minutes. So for example, if I click and go apply, you'll see this tile change. If you want to put it to gauge, click the little eye and go gauge and go apply. This allows you to change the view and the look of your tiles on your portal. Also, if it has a little graph on the top right hand corner, this app is fully historical, so you can go back and look at any data since you've had the Smart Connect module on your machine. So for example, ambient temperature, if I wanted to look at the past week or night of where the machine is situated, if you click the little graph, you can select the last week or day and it will give you that data. You can also print this off. To revert this, you need to hit the graph and go to single measurement and it will automatically take you back to the current ambient temperature. To manage the users, you can go into the user tab and you can add and remove users as you wish. They will need to create their own account. Once they have created their account, they will need to share their email to you. You can also allow different tiers of management. So you may have some ground staff that look after the refueling of the machine. They may have a login, but they can only see the fuel gauges of the machine. They cannot operate or change any settings on the machine. So you can see here there's 4 different tiers of users. There's admin, which as you can see has full access. Then there's a user, operator and view only. If you have any further questions, you can reach us through our website linked in the description below.